Yeah, welcome to this video. I'll be doing some Blitz Kibitzing again, and we've got on the white side again this slightly mysterious player Igor Geroyev, who has been labeled, so to say, as being Morozevich on some website, and yeah, in fact there is some evidence pointing to this. Some openings that he's playing, and also, yeah, sometimes you can deduct a little bit of things about the online times when a player is online. So probably they're not online if they play a tournament and so on. All right, so we've got a 5-minute game going here, and I'll just assume that this is really Morozevich on the white side. He's been very quick here, 30 seconds spent only against Grandmaster from Hungary. I know who this is, but I just forgot it. Zoltan Medveji. Not quite sure. He's very high rated, Medveji. Not quite sure. About 2600 or even more. I'm not sure. So okay, what's happening here? White is a pawn down, but he's got two bishops, and he's got this somewhat weird king side with g4, g5. So he's expanded there, and it's not a weakness really. It's an asset. Those pawns can be used to drive black's pieces back, especially this bishop on e5. So white probably has at least some compensation. Oh, yeah. Where does this bishop go now? Bishop a5, there's b4. So probably bishop c3 was a mistake. But I'm only just adjusting to this game. It's not so easy. Yeah, this is a double attack on the knight on c5 with check. And yeah, bishop a1 is hanging. So
Black.
Yeah,
resigns.
This is just curtains. Yeah, very quick win in terms of time spent. Under a minute. So very quickly played. Yeah, I played this Tacticus guy. Geroyev, I don't think I played. Or let's say Morozevich, I didn't play him with this handle. I think I played him years ago when he was on with different handles, but only 1 or 2 games, and I probably lost. Yeah, he had always very tough blitz fights with Grishuk and other top GMs, but then for a while in online chess he went under the radar, I guess. I'm not sure which handle he played on. Probably this is really him. It's very much possible. Yeah, one unfortunate thing is that he's always taking a bit of time between games. So it's not a steady flow of games one after another. I'd like to check if there's something else going on here. Yeah, I keep him on the follow list, but in the meantime we can look at something here. This is again this Grandmaster from Hungary playing some GM from the US, Z Integrator. I'm not sure if I know this guy. It's got no name in there. 2600 is quite high. Yeah, we got pretty uncommon opening here. It was a Tarrasch defense with white playing an early d takes c5, and this certainly should be fine for black. Hard to believe that white should have anything. These kind of positions are not so easy to assess sometimes. What I mean with this kind of positions is with the pawn on b5, this kind of stuff, it simply weakens c5, so black gets a knight on c5. For instance, knight b3 is maybe the right move here, I don't know. But knight b3, queen c3 can be tricky. Knights b3, queen c3, rook takes a1, and then knight somewhere. Maybe black can play f6 first. Might be. Yeah, positionally, these kind of structures with b5 and these are always tricky, because white has got ideas of putting a piece on c6, but black has a good knight on c5, which now really picks up the exchange. Yeah, and black is an exchange up. It's not clear what the compensation should be. With f6, black has stopped anything on the long diagonal. Only his light squares are a bit weak. This e6, for instance, but it's all covered. Yeah, bishop on c5 now really should kill any active play. And just grab c6 now. And it's an exchange and a pawn for pretty much nothing. Yeah, white can only try to...
White resigns.
Yeah, or he can resign. There's really a very little hope here, with no play at all. So unfortunately we don't get a new game here by Moro. I've got some other Grandmaster games going. Mao Zedong here. But he's from Armenia here, and 2691 is really high, really high. Yeah, we know that Armenia has a real armada of great GMs. And on the black side, this is my personal ICC nemesis from Latvia, EM Krivonosov or something. I cannot pronounce this. Krivonosov. I've got an absolutely terrible score against him. Simply cannot play this guy. Okay, maybe Mao here can do something. As usual, it's an endgame. The black player here, Oligas, is an endgame specialist. He plays all kinds of simplifying lines to get early endgames, and he plays those endgames really well. Yeah, plus the typical unfair play that you see very often on the internet. I mean, also off the internet, but yeah, this is a strange move. Hard to believe that this should be good. For black, I mean. Yeah, he's unfair in the sense that he's playing rook against rook without pawns and all kinds of stuff on time. And yeah, I'm not a huge fan of this kind of behavior. I mean, he would be considerably weaker in rating on a 3.2 time control or 3.3 or something. It's just that he wins so many endgames on time. Yeah, white can just take f6 now. Not quite sure. I mean, this isn't a super important pawn, but it is a pawn. Yeah, there are a couple of strong GMs on now, but very often you don't know who they are. There is some website which lists the real names as far as they are known. Well, no, this guy doesn't have any name in there. Yeah, so we continue this endgame. With an extra pawn for white, but doubtful that that you can win this. Yeah, b3, knight e3, stuff like this. Yeah, but okay, your extra pawn is on f2 basically, and this is not so great. Yeah, it's better to have it than not, but it's not a huge thing.
Check.
Yeah, I suspect this will end in a draw. I don't think white can make any real progress here. Maybe the only idea now that black has played b5 would be to play against this pawn. But I don't see really how. Knight to c3 and a4 or something, but it's not at all easy. Yeah, I'm really not sure what white is trying to do. Yeah, black just offered a draw.
Check.
Yeah, maybe you can try a4 now. Yeah. The only slight hope to make any kind of progress. Something's happening. So bishop f3, king to c5, trying to win the pawn. Not at all. He played this move. Interesting. The idea being knight c3 and or knight c7. Yeah, this is probably interesting. This is bad. Knight d3, yeah, I can cover it. Yeah, not sure. Maybe white had something better. Could always take one of those pawns, but he didn't do it. Let's see what happens now. f5 and b5 is attacked, and so white will get one of the pawns. Still very tricky. Bishop d4 now. Would have won the knight, but probably a draw. Yeah, would still be a draw, but white is down to 18 seconds. Oh, now we've got a new Moro game. But let's just check the end of this. It's just 40 seconds left, and let's see how this ends. Yeah, probably in a draw. Yeah, white player is quick enough to not lose on time. Yeah, Olegar's constantly offering draws. I think this is just incredible. He would play this on time for, I don't know, he would never agree a draw, and now he's whining for a draw. Unfortunately, white gave it to him. He really deserves to lose on time in this kind of fashion, because he wins like this all the time. All right, so let's go back to the main feature. I hope we got some more games here played by him, and we've got an Albin's counter gambit. If you watch my channel regularly, you know that I think this opening is just, as I usually call it, nonsense. Yeah, probably it is not really great, but in Blitz it's of course a viable option, muddying the waters. Yeah, now it's black's move, and you can think of taking c4 already, or continue developing, but I'm not sure. You could take c4. It's not. Yeah, maybe rook d1, and then d4 is a problem. Yeah, it's a very strong opponent here, rated 2600. Azamat Bagatov from Uzbekistan. Yeah, well, 2-6 on 5 minutes is really, really good. Yeah, what could black do? He can take c4, nevertheless. Or maybe, I'm not sure, maybe you can also try to... he took it. Yeah, I was thinking maybe queen d7, long castles. Knight f5. Yeah, very weird position. White just takes this pawn. Yeah, what's this? From a material point of view, it's equal, funny enough. And black has still the king in the center. It's not clear where it's supposed to go. But white has also castled long, which is very unusual in the Albans. Yeah, crazy position. If that's really Morozevich, he should like it. Or let's say find good moves in it, because he's really great in finding unusual solutions to positions. Black is very much down on time though. Only 2 minutes and now 12 seconds left. No, I'm not quite sure what black is. Yeah, this looked was my first idea, at least, and not ideal, but hard to tell. I mean, black is probably yeah. It's not the kind of position you assess lightly. Black has 2 bishops. This is good, and they are well positioned on d5 and f6. But you get, of course, the king on e8, and if black would get like 2 moves, like queen d7 and long castles, then he would be great. And yeah, this is cool. Just short castle on knight b5. Yeah, the knight is now hanging. Where should it go? Back or here? And it's not clear that black's king position is so bad. I mean, look at black's bishops pointing at b2 and the white king in general. So it's a question if maybe black has even the better attacking chances, despite his missing g-pawn and the weird pawn on h5. Yeah, maybe some rook to d8 now, attacking this knight. Yeah, it's not. Wow, what's this?
Check.
Ah, simple. This one. Okay, nice. Oh, so white will get a piece back. This wasn't intended, I'm sure. Black could instead of taking on f4 probably simply play here. Could have played h4, I guess, just advancing. Okay, and now he will lose a piece back. It's unclear, probably still. No, it's probably just an exchange. I thought the strong bishops might have something, but it looks like just material down. Yeah, just pressurizing f7 and black. Yeah, white will probably just take it. Rook e2. Rook e2 also was pretty good, but this is, should be should be very strong also. The two bishops are still a bit of an annoyance, but oops. Okay, so he returned this, hoping to get rook e8 or g8 in. Yeah, probably this is enough, but you never know. Now black intends bishop d4, rook d2, and also, of course, and this is an important one, c4, breaking the connection between the pawn and the bishop. And I don't know, is this clear? This position? Black has got counterplay, c3 now. Yeah, black's down to 30 seconds, but he's got the position is not too bad now. Yeah, this should be a draw. Black can just push the pawns. This is slightly different, but still take and a3, and it's the draw. Yeah, very nicely defended. It was certainly lost there, but black did a good job here to defend. I hope they don't they don't engage in this rook against rook nonsense. It's sometimes really played out, even among grandmasters, rook against rook. Very very weird. Okay, so I hope we don't have such a long break after this. There's not can look at this quickly. This is again here Medvedev from Hungary playing against this. We got a new game. This was quick and very strong. Yeah, this is fun. I need to check this. This is supposed to be a women international master. Cecile van der Merwe.
Incoming challenge.
I don't want to play. No, sorry. Cecile van der Merwe from South Africa, and okay, don't want to sound sexist here, but there's no women international master in the world who can reach 2-6 on the auto pairing. It's simply not possible. This is someone else playing. Sorry. Don't want to sound bad or anything, but this is simply not possible. Unless there's something really weird going on. There is no women international master able to get to 2-6 here. I look her up. I need to check this. Maybe she's like 12 years old and rated 2-3 or something, but then I take everything back, but she's 25 years old and rated 2000 ELO. Yeah, no idea. Maybe a boyfriend or something. It's simply not possible. With 2000 rating, you don't get to 2-6. It's not possible. Okay. While I was arguing about this, let's have a look at the game. In fact, black is a pawn up, if I'm not mistaken. White has compensation, but it's still a pawn. Yeah, the compensation is of course that black's pieces are all back here. So white should have some good comp. Yeah, e5 is a typical move, opening up the bishop on g2, and of course you get material back here easily with black having nothing developed. By the way, on ICC, if you have a title attached to a name, this is really the person. I mean, there was some kind of procedure to prove ID here, so this is not some guy in, I don't know, Australia who's picking up the name. It's really this women international master playing, and then she must be, yeah, a Blitz demon. Or maybe boyfriend or trainer or whatever. And I really think it's impossible that it's her. Okay, so white has regained a pawn. And it's very tricky. Yeah, I think white should be better here. It's just the activity, and it's hard to imagine that black would be good here. Yeah, there's also some chatting going on here during the game where people tell that black cannot be the person that's in the profile. Yeah, it always sounds a bit bad, but it's not a matter of a female player or something. 2000 is not possible to get to 2-6. Simply impossible. I mean, 2200 or something is okay. Even if you are rated 2000, then you can get maybe 2-2 here on the auto pairing, but more is really, it's really not possible.
Check.
Yeah, in the meantime, here white has drummed up some nice kingside attack.
Check.
Yeah, white should be winning here. It looks super dangerous. I'm not able to calculate this out now. Yeah, I mean, it's a pin, yeah, the bishop on d7 pins. Yeah, black under huge pressure here. I think white can just take on d4. But there's always this bishop h3. I know, not now. Bishop h3, white can take with the queen. Queen a8 check is a possibility. This long check there. Yeah, now e5 should drop. Yeah, probably just queen e5. And white has his 2 extra pawns. But rook b3 might...
Check.
Yeah, rook b3 wins b5, but you attack this this bishop. And it... yeah, white should win fairly easily. Is good, very nicely coordinated. The knight on e5 is obviously strong, protecting the pawn also on d3. Maybe c4 now. This toughest defense. I'm not sure. Yeah, well, white has got everything. Everything covers each other. So the rook covers d3, the knight covers d3, and the king is near. So it's all working nicely together. And with the king on h8, it should really be winning. Black is playing without the king. Yeah, knight to f6 is is deadly. Queen to knight to f6 and then rook g8. Stalemate is the only slight possibility. Yeah, now you have simply no move to prevent it.
Black
The mate.
resigns.
Rook g7. You can play one move. But yeah, this is weird. This account here. The other ratings, 1 minute is not good, 15 minutes is very strong. Just a couple of games. 3 minutes is also very strong, and it's all very new also. The all-time highs are very new. Yeah, maybe if you yeah, have some detecting skills, you can try to find out who is playing on this account. Yeah, we got a new game. I'm sorry for my for my silence. I'm sorry. I was trying to find some information on Google. This always makes me curious. No, I didn't find any quick information if this woman international master is maybe, I don't know, married to a grandmaster or something. Okay, so it's a new game here by Morozevich. And it's a fun line. Coming from a Sicilian, we transposed to some French type position. And yeah, this queen b6, rook a5 led to knight to d6, and now white has a pawn on d6, which should be a weakness rather than a strength. Hard to believe that white can actually hold on to this pawn. But this can be tricky. It's maybe not so clear-cut. But rook d8 now. Can you just play rook d8 and take the pawn? It's hard to see. Yeah, I'm not sure why not rook d8. But, yeah, now you cannot take on d6 because e6 is hanging. So you can probably prepare this. I mean, even king f7 is not bad probably. Let's say white something, and then you play king f7 and threaten to take d6. Yeah, I mean, even without this d6 issue, I mean, black has a very nice position. The strong knight on e4, you have pressure on d4, and this setup on the queen side with the double b pawn and the open a file is also nice for black, as you attack this a2 pawn all the time, which white needs to attend to. And yeah, he's really trying to play as I just mentioned. Probably a bad sign. Yeah, rook e1, and now you cannot take. Yeah, maybe black should really don't care so much about the pawn. I also, as mentioned, would try to win it, but maybe you can just concentrate on your other advantages, like the weak a pawn and so on. Like let's say queen a7. Just to put out a move, attacking a2 and keeping the pressure on d4. Shouldn't be too bad. Just one idea. Yeah, this is really interesting. Morozevich really taking his time in those critical positions, and yeah, coming up with an original solution. G5, I wouldn't really have considered probably. Yeah, it's not a clear weakness. Yeah, just grabbing this, and now knight d2 is getting interesting. Knight d2, queen d4 you can take, and knight e4, and you're losing material. Yeah, you cannot take on d4 now, I think, and this then might get tricky. Queen d4, I think white takes, knight e4 and wins material. Queen takes d4. Maybe there's some tricks. Queen takes, knight e4, knight c2, but I cannot calculate this really. Yeah, now white can take on e6.
Check.
And probably white wins now. This looks very dangerous. Queen d5 maybe. Queen d5. With d4 hanging and a2 hanging, the a2 rook. Oh, he just took there. Oh, this is very direct, yeah. This looks winning. If black moves the queen, yeah, Queen g8 is possible, yeah. Queen g8 now, queen e8, any other queen check.
Check.
And then take the queen.
Black resigns.
Yeah, this is a game where if I would have played black, I would really be angry at myself, because I mean, this is white is simply outplayed here, and should lose the game simply because of the very, very badly played opening. But black didn't find the right way to proceed. I'm not sure at all about f6. I'm not sure why not rook d8 here. Why not rook d8? Not sure. I think let me try quickly to. Oops, this was bad. Or does it have the moves? No. Okay. And this is still in there. I can try something. I try to get the game back. I'm not. Another game against this weird women international master from South Africa. You need to. Yeah. In the meantime, he, whatever, had won 2 games. All right. So what do we got here? And Sveshnikov. And we got the absolute main line with knight f6, gf, knight d5. Here black has 2 moves, f5 and bishop g7. Both main lines. Yeah, and here white has some choice. He can take on f5, bishop d3, c3, and also the sacrifices on b5 are not. I'm not sure. Maybe not completely refuted. So bishop takes b5 or knight takes b5. I think bishop takes b5 is a playable sacrificial line. c3 is also interesting. Now black cannot take on e4 because then the sacrifice is very strong. And yeah, this now leads to the main line of this, with white playing knight c2, knight e3, and now there this setup with the g3. This is normal. Yeah, all this. Yeah, you can put the bishop on d3 and then c2, b3, possibly, or with g3 you can play. This is also possible. This hasn't been played so much in recent times. White more tried to find anything in the knight d5 line, the more positional line. Yeah, black's compensation for having this knight on d5 staring at him all the time are the 2 bishops and the center pawns. And generally speaking, I always thought that black should be okay in this kind of position. It's very hard to believe that he should have a serious disadvantage here. Aha, this is interesting. White playing at the h7 pawn. Black couldn't take queen h7 mate, and yeah, very complicated. Now white has got very nice knights now. Yeah, queen e5 probably. Yeah, black has very nicely centralized pieces. This is why it's hard to believe that black should be worse. Yeah, black can play rook g8 now, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, and now the g4 knight gets lost. Yeah, I think black should win this now. The reason is you will get two pieces for the rook, and then the bishop it has an excellent square on e5, and this is very important. If you play with two minor pieces against the rook, you need those strong points where you can anchor your pieces. Very often the rook is even as strong as two minor pieces. If the minor pieces don't have any posts where they can be anchored, but here the bishop is very strong on e5. It supports now bishop d4 is coming also, and the knight can go to d4 and so on. So black's pieces are working together and should be stronger than this rook. Yeah, now maybe f2 simply. f2, rook f5, I don't know. Yeah, the f-pawn looks strong. It's not so clear, however, after it is on f2, how do you promote this pawn? Yeah, f2 was easy, but it's not so clear now how to proceed. b5 is a threat probably. Yeah, this looks nice. Taking with the rook now. Yeah, probably bishop c5 and then knight e5. This is what I meant with you need your strong points where you can anchor your pieces. Bishop on c5, knight on e5. This is just strong. Or maybe now take the pawns, but knight e5 now, I guess. Oh, knight e7. Ah, no, this is stronger. No, this is stronger. Knight f5, e3. Yeah, knight e3 and it's over.
Check. White resigns.
Yeah, pretty clear win here for black. This I think is interesting, probably even close to being a theoretical line, but here maybe white needs to do something else at least. Actually, I think knight takes e6. I think it's a bit strikes me as weird, but yeah, probably bishop f7 was threatened amongst others. Yeah, but clearly this is now good with rook g8. This is what white missed probably. Yeah, so interesting game, and overall interesting games, I think. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm sorry for the brief delay where I didn't say anything, because I tried to find out some background for this somewhat weird account. Yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll be back soon.